Hey there everyone, welcome to Final Fantasy XIII. We are the Pretzel Brigade! Last time we fought a boss who killed himself with a grenade, trying to protect us.
Because he turned good as we killed him again.
Yep.
As always. That one guy we saved ages ago is going to come back and be good, right?
Yeah, and again, sacrifice himself for us.
I don't even have a name!
No, he's gonna be like Rush. We're suddenly going to know his name. They're gonna be like, Davis!
Oh yeah, we got tons of CP because that was a boss fight. Oh. But not enough for all the magic.
Hey, have we almost maxed out her commando?
Yeah. I think so.
Was that?
Yeah, that's
okay.
Until the Crystarium expands again.
Which now shouldn't happen till after the final boss.
Oh, it will happen.
Actually, it might because
It'll happen immediately before the final boss, completely uselessly.
But, okay, we're getting to the point where we're maxing out bits of our Crystarium.
Yeah, and there's no roll level thing.
Yeah, oh no, but that just happens when...
Maxing out a single roll and still having a lot left to do.
Ah, okay, fair enough. Because, like, last time we were getting towards max, we got like, every time that's happened, we've got an upgrade quite quickly. And so I was like, so either that means that there's another one before the final boss, or the final boss is close.
Or alternatively, I've just been poking away at whatever the top thing was for each person with no thought put into it at all.
But I'm thinking, normally the Crystarium ends at the gained a roll level thing. Like, that's where the next one will go when we unlock it, but there aren't any more, are there? So.
Yeah, but we also haven't gotten maxed out the achievement for...
Oh, right.
The trophy for getting someone to...
Max out,
Yeah.
Max out a roll.
And we care about trophies. This is 100% run after all.
No, it's not.
I like to think it is, because...
It's we're not actively trying to not 100% it, but...
Yeah.
It's not gonna be possible.
Descend into the heart of Eden Hall.
Let's try.
Chapter 13!
Please.
Please?
Do you wish to save?
That would be kind of kind, because then you'd have to load this every time.
Yeah, there you go. So it is new chapter.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or at least that normally means new
Save
chapter.
straight over what we just saved!
There's just this one tiny 300 kilobyte space on the PS3 disc that just keeps being overwritten constantly by new saves.
Check us out. Onward and upward, friends.
Just be a boss, just be a boss, just be a boss, just be a boss.
It might be, it's silent. So
Hello, I am Bartandelus. No, it's gonna be, hello, I am Flumnophius. I am the final boss of this game. You don't know who I am. I have no
Death is life,
meaning.
is life, is death is life!
I am Sid Reigns. I'm back again. Oh, great. Wait, they're getting up?
I hate to rain on your parade.
That joke was rancid.
So many levels and all of them awful.
They're all seethed.
The statues, they're coming to life and they're gonna be fought by the statues we helped previously.
We just walk into this
Maybe we shouldn't have
cathedral
walked.
environment
Yeah.
and it immediately falls up, like enemies show up and then it just falls apart.
Maybe we shouldn't have walked into the destruction device of the cathedral.
Oh, is the cathedral growing?
We are now in 4D space.
Oh, this is Final Boss Arena because this is dimensional space.
Woo! We're here. We've left space.
You can't possibly have a final boss in a JRPG without the background just being swirly nonsense.
Yeah.
No one's gonna ask what
This is
happened
going
on
to be a hellish dungeon though, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
It's going to take a long, long
Orphan's
time.
Cradle, yeah.
And now
Cats in the
we've gone
cradle
from
and
Sonic.
silver
Now
spoon.
we've gone from Sonic to Mirror's Edge.
We've gone from Sonic to
Blue
Sonic
and a man on the
and
moon.
Sister Rings.
A lot
The
of
tutorial
dreams died to
segments
get
are
us
like
here,
this.
and we can't let it be for nothing.
But also people.
You said it. It's not just our future we're fighting for.
I'm in this game.
We'll do it for everyone.
I'm still a major character.
Daisley,
I Snow!
we're coming for you.
Come on, Fang and Vanille. No, Fang and Vanille don't get. We're here too! Australia, fuck yeah! We're saving it the third time in 5 minutes we have saved.
I am the save master!
Leader of the Pretzel Brigade.
It's not even giving us a chapter number.
Chapter 13.
It said chapter 13.
Chapter 13, the cradle will fall.
It said chapter 13, the cradle will fall. Like, that is actually what it said.
Does that mean that we have to kill Orphan? That sounds like Cradle's gonna die. So,
Cats in the
no, I
cradle.
like how no one asked where they are.
Yeah, no,
We walked into a cathedral thing and then it turned into crazy dimensional space and everyone's fine with that.
These guys are practiced JRPG protagonists by now. Nothing phases them.
This is still pretty cool, but needlessly technical looking as well.
Yeah.
There was something really sincere about the crazy final bosses of games of old. These ones are needlessly over-affected, to me at least. But I haven't played a Final Fantasy game even closely to the end since 7. So
Yeah. 7 wasn't that long ago.
yeah.
7 was long ago, wasn't
That
it?
was
Yeah,
that was
7 was
6 games
a
ago.
decade.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah.
That's horrible!
Yeah.
And again, I remember PS1.
In fact, 7 was over a decade.
It was.
Halo was a decade.
Yeah.
Halo was a decade!
They're re-releasing it, aren't they, with new graphics or something?
Yeah.
Because everyone
Halo anniversary!
because everyone who plays Halo cares about graphics.
But actually, they probably do. But the bigger thing is like
They do. That's the.
I know it was only a decade ago, but like it was only also a console ago, and if I wanted to play Halo 1, I'd get my Xbox out again. But I don't because you play Halo for the multiplayer, and that's improved.
We should actually be on the next generation of consoles now, but things have just not happening.
Yeah, fair.
Microsoft knows that people like pretty games.
And Sony
like
has sunk
gameplay.
far too much money into the PS3 to dare releasing a PS4.
Nintendo, on the other hand,
Yeah.
Nintendo will. Like,
Wii U, Wii U, Wii
well,
U, Wii U.
Wii U's like a half. Well,
It's-
it's a new
By
generation, isn't it?
comparison to the Wii, it's
Yeah, I guess so.
but it's doing the same thing as the 3DS, where it's just sort of drawing level.
Yeah.
Didn't Sony say the PS3 will be their console for 10 years?
Yeah, but I said the
They
same
say
thing
the
about
same thing, and the PS2 was.
And the
it's just
PS1 and
the
PS2 did both last 10 years. It's just 5 of those were overlapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were still releasing PS2 games until not long ago.
Yeah.
It was mostly
They are
like
still releasing PS2 games. They're just old versions of sports games that you're not even aware exist
Yeah.
because no one bothers stocking them.
also lots of like SingStar things as well,
Because who would
like
get a PS3
Glee
for
games and
SingStar?
stuff like that. Yeah.
When you have
People
a
who
console,
want access to the Sing store.
Yeah.
when you have a console this expensive, you wouldn't get SingStar games for it.
I have Rock Band on the PS3, which is, I guess, the same thing.
No, Rock Band is like a heavy-duty rock band simulator.
I see.
SingStar is just a microphone. You could do that with a PS2 or a PS1 even.
You could have done Rock Band with what? A PS2,
You
yeah.
could have done Rock Band with a SNES, but it would have been all bleepy bloopy.
Yeah.
I would have loved that. That would have been great. You'd have made my kind of music.
That would actually be hilarious if there was a SNES version of Rock Band.
Yeah. I dropped a Rice Krispie on the floor earlier, apparently.
Friend competition. If anyone from Harmonix is listening to this, make a SNES version of the next Rock Band.
I have a
I'm gonna
similar
do it.
player. Yes. Very, very nice.
Thank you.
That is how you feel about yourself.
Yeah. Just eating Rice Krispies off the floor. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, someone make a NES interpretation of Rock Band.
NES Guitar Hero exists.
Does it?
Well, a PC game that is a Guitar Hero-like thing that looks like it was a NES game.
They can actually
really?
game Rock Band. That's what we're saying. Harmonix.
Deepfakes are a thing.
Are they?
Yeah. Harmonix developers own
There was
this
also
competition.
recently released a PC game that's pretending to be a Game Boy game that is Smash Brothers.
Right. See, I thought demakes were only a thing in the Ubisoft E3 conference this year.
What did they do?
They were doing like an anniversary thing,
Oh.
Here's what this would have looked like on the Atari.
and like that's what they did. And all of the old versions of the games looked really cool.
And none of them looked Atari-ish, they just looked
Yeah,
2D.
yeah, exactly. Like they were current gen 2D.
And like, instead of Rainbow Six being
It was
dumb
showing
shooter,
essentially
it
XCOM.
was, yeah.
And like that would be better.
Wasn't there that game we had a jetpack recently? They made a version of that, but where it was all 8-bit instead. They
Really.
made a fake demon.
Dark Void, where the actual game was terrible and the fake previous version was something people really liked.
Yeah, Dark Void Zero was like meant to be the version from the SNES era everyone forgot about.
I see.
It was really good.
NES.
SNES
Zero.
yeah.
There you go.
Speaking of Dark Voids, the time we've sunk into playing this game.
The place where we are in this game.
It's kind of ugly.
The appearance of my soul after this game.
Purple is the colour that can colour a black void when you don't want to have to just have it black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. miss.
Don't give up.
Hope is an artful dodger.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself part of the furniture. I don't really remember much else
Part of
about
the family, isn't it?
furniture. Also happens in that. I don't know which order they go in.
Yeah, furniture. I would hate to be furniture. I would hate to consider myself as
I
furniture.
think that's part of the point, maybe.
No, it's considering yourself like such a constant with them that you are always there. Like in my life, Woody, you are part of the furniture. I turn around and there you are.
In my life, I'm a chair because I'm being sat on constantly.
Yeah.
Not in a sexual way, just
No, you're just quite comfy.
I'm just emotionally. I'm a very devoid person.
Devoid of anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just cost death on Fang.
And it did nothing. Did it?
I think it might have hurt.
Alright.
Maybe it's not actually. No, because it claims that it's instant death, however.
This fight is really annoying.
Yes, it is.
They all have so much HP and just stand slowly.
And just everything is bad and sad, and I'm unhappy.
Sad and dangerous to play.
Going to get it. Damn it, now I've got a song in my head that I don't even really know.
Yeah, you notice that the death thing almost casts itself on Fang because the debuff like glows for a second on Fang. Like debuffs pop up and they're like half there and then they disappear.
And then it's like, no, you're the person in control of the party.
Maybe that is it. Maybe they can't cast it on party leader.
That's both
That is just
clever
dumb.
and good of them, but also dumb in a different way.
Why did you design an attack you could use
Yeah.
on anyone?
Yeah, just give them an attack that does a lot of damage.
Yeah. Give them a new character model.
They sort of are a new character model because they're all smooth because they're crystal.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. They still have the same frame.
Yeah. They still look exactly the same to anyone who's colorblind.
Yeah.
They still get to use the same animations, but
Yeah.
it's a new model.
Yeah.
In the same way that I'm a recolor of portrait.
Yeah.
It's
You're a stretched out picture of me.
if you were colorblind, you couldn't tell us apart.
Yeah.
It's
Jump.
nowhere.
Jump down.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
Yeah, like I like to think at least we're going to be doing like Final Fantasy XIII platforming across like a void.
Final Fantasy XIII platforming in Mirror's Edge DLC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Mirror's Edge DLC looked like this.
Only with blank white background, not space void!
I don't like the sound of that DLC though, because like I want to be jumping buildings.
Oh, we are 3 side
just
quests.
time trial levels.
Time travel levels.
Go back in time and circumvent the whole story.
Faith running along the backs of dinosaurs. That would actually be cool.
That would be
cool.
awesome.
That's what.
Oh god, these look like enemies from Star Ocean 3 that were really irritating.
Maybe they are enemies from Star Ocean 3 that were really irritating.
What are they doing? I don't like the look of this. I feel like this is
Are they
bad.
giving us portals to places we've been before, and the final dungeon is going to consist of chunks of every previous dungeon?
I'd hate that.
Yeah. I have the strange feeling that no one's going to ask who these were.
That looks like a gate to Grandpa's.
The last gift from Artandelus.
Yeah, you can.
It's Mario Galaxy.
It's every game. It's the game void.
Yeah. It is the game void.
What's actually happened is that Final Fantasy XIII broke, and we've wound up in the void between games.
Now's
Yep.
our chance. So, guys, which way we going?
So now we can power level for the final boss if we want to.
Because, yeah, what's off to the left?
Oh, I see. One's Grand Pulse, one's somewhere else, and one's the final boss. Maybe. I hope. It'll give you an ask if you want to before you.
Oh, shit.
That's like the
That looks like somewhere on Cocoon.
somewhere we just were, maybe.
That is... Backwards has become a gate.
No, I think that was where we came. No, you're right. Yeah, backwards is gone.
So this is...
So who were those things that just
This
made all that
is
stuff?
fuck knows.
Did they literally steal a character from Star Ocean 3 and hope no one cared?
No, they don't look exactly the same, but there was an enemy in Star Ocean 3 that looked like that was awful and I hated and that made the game bad, and that's Grand Pulse.
Yeah.
So what are we doing?
We're going straight, we're forging on to the
We're
boss.
gonna go and see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this the final corridor then?
Maybe.
And this is its chance to say, no, extend the game.
This is the point of no return.
Yeah, this is the point where it's
Although,
only
is that backwards? That's backwards, isn't it? That is backwards. No, it's...
No,
point of interest. Let's go there.
yeah. Then there's a save point ahead of us.
Let's hop into the void. So
It actually is backwards, because there was the fight you
Hop
hopped
to it.
previously. So yes, this is backwards, but now it's also forwards.
yeah, because we have to go there to do a thing.
Yeah.
Why, game? Why?
They didn't want to make a new map. Just reuse the same one. We'll put more objectives in places you've been before. Oh, maybe they'll explain who these people are now. Thanks for asking, Hope.
Examine.
Surprised you didn't reach out to views.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
What's even happening anymore?
Thank you, platform ladies. Bye. What? Stand on a platform.
You left the other two behind!
Look behind you. Are they going off? Are they off in the distance?
Watch as they just walk in.
From off screen. They'll just be there.
Now look round. No, they're not on the radar yet.
They're locked. They can't.
Always sort of towards where we're supposed to go. So is there a ball? There's an enemy apparently.
It's a fish cycle.
No, but we're alone. We can't fight. With
Oh, they are. They're over here now.
Oh yeah. What?
We had to not only get it so that they were off screen, but so that they were off the map as well. I don't know what to do now.
So this game does not do the silly Xenoblade thing. Where it's so aggressive about your party members appearing near you that they will when you start climbing a thing, they will actually appear above you on the climbable thing.
I see.
This battle is ours.
They jump.
Appreciate it.
So these things are hard then. Maybe we should be going back to Grand Pulse. I hate that I'm saying that.
We all hate you.
I know.
It's just sort of doing a wheelie. It's not really doing
Down you
anything.
go.
Because it's slower.
Oh right. Biding its time.
It doesn't want to have been biding its time, but it is.
Yeah. And forced to bide more. Sit down, drink yourself some sloga.
Yeah.
It'll be alright now.
Oh, it's a velo cycle, isn't it? So it has an effect that is like, you should be sentineling now!
I see.
Because that's a useful role.
A couple of times. They're always only
They're always not
vaguely enemies, and then yeah. Just stagger already. Damn thing. What? Wait, what?
What's happening?
What did it become? Okay, no,
It was
it's
about to do its big nasty attack.
Oh, I see. But you
Then we
interrupt.
staggered it. If anything was going to interrupt it, it was the staggering it instantly.
Launch somehow.
Yeah, floating things don't like to launch except when they do.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say that floating things can't launch because
Then something will immediately prove you wrong.
yeah.
Someone has an explanation for it, but it's probably not true and hiatus.
3 stars.
Good enough.
Pretty good.
Dream
I accept
circuit.
that.
It's got a dream circuit.
Well, we're certainly
We're
not
in
in reality
dream.
at the moment.
So you killed a bike made of dreams.
And got a circuit of dreams.
Yeah,
Maybe that's really good. Maybe if you rip it and stuff, it's
There's all.
there is a ball. We're clearly going the right way.
Dream ball.
these aren't real items. You can't take them out with you. Perfect. And they would have been useful if you could.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a ball.
It sort of looked like a useless ramp.
It's a good thing that we...
Turbo props.
Sure.
They were going to replace that with a different item later.
Are
and I
those
forgot.
arbitrarily better than turbo jets?
Probably.
They turn into a turbo version of any other item.
You're gonna have to fight another velo cycle.
Follow the red.
I don't like this final dungeon.
This
No.
isn't a dungeon. We're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, I know.
It's not a dungeon.
Well, this is the dungeon. We're just going the wrong way in the dungeon.
And I bet when we turn around and go back to where we're supposed to be going,
It's gonna somehow lead us back this way. But you know, whatever.
Shall I just abandon even the hunt for balls in favour of following the yellow arrow?
No, let's keep going this way for a bit.
Might as well. They put animals here.
Yeah, just what Wadiad's worrying about is that we'll go the other way and then it will point us this way.
Remember the one dungeon that wasn't a line?
Yeah, when following the lines was the way to see every roof.
The one dungeon that wasn't a line unless you paid attention to the game,
Yeah,
which was the way to do it.
yep.
I wonder how many megabytes that cutscene was that we watched, where they came into the race track. That was probably a massive file.
Yeah.
The wonders of Blu-ray!
It was entirely worth it. Like, that's one of the Xbox 360 discs in its entirety. I do wish we were playing the Xbox version. Only because then, like, changing discs, we'd know how far we were in.
Oh, you'd have been on the third disc since Grand Pulse.
Oh yeah, probably.
Play the Xbox version for that retro disc changing feel.
Yeah. I do like think that disc changes are a nice way to measure a game.
An important way of the Final Fantasy experience.
Yeah.
That's been missing for so long. That's why no one likes the PS2 game.
Yeah.
So people do like Final Fantasy X.
I don't think Final Fantasy X. Like maybe strong, but it was one of the ones I enjoyed more.
What's the longest amount of discs of Final Fantasy game then? Four?
Yeah,
Which was?
9.
8 and 9.
Oh, 8 was it? I thought 8 was 3.
So many discs.
Yeah.
And that would last.
But 8 did the thing that 7 did, where the last disc was just the final bit of nonsense.
So was 9.
Whereas not. I don't actually have 4 discs.
Really? I thought, like, I remember, like, the 4th disc essentially being final boss. But I might be wrong.
Oh no, I remember what it was now. 8, the 4th disc was just the final dungeon.
Oh, right, okay.
Whereas 9, it had the map.
Yeah, it did have the map, yeah. But plot-wise, you were on the map to go to the final dungeon.
What are we fighting anymore?
Megrim Thrasher.
Gatling guns mounted to the inside of a spider.
That's usually
It's a Beetle Gatling gun car.
Yeah.
Tank.
Did I tell you about a band called Beatles?
Oh no, you didn't.
No, I might do when we get bored enough of video games.
Are the Beatles like that kind of Volkswagen?
Yes. A Volkswagen of melody!
They got big in Germany, didn't they?
They did?
big everywhere.
No, but he means that they found their feet in Germany. They did. Their first single was released in Germany, which was backing up Tony Sheridan for a cover of My Bonnie, like a rock and roll interpretation of the Liverpool shanty.
I saw a documentary about the Beatles where I have seen a Beatles documentary despite knowing nothing about them. When it was all about how they destroyed Soviet Russia, like they saved it from.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah,
they have a big Russian following. I think
they do.
Back in the USSR and stuff.
Yeah, which is just a parody of like. It's like a friendly parody because they were actually helped writing it by members of the Beach Boys, but it was that kind of Beach Boys thing.
Yeah.
Of like close harmony and talking about Russia as if it was America, and that was quite cool. And like it was, I think Mike Love, but I might be wrong there, of the Beach Boys. It was like, no, for a proper parody of us, you need to sing about the girls from different areas.
Balls.
Excellent. But yeah, he was like, you have to sing about girls from specific areas, and that's why it's got that whole like, the Moscow girls really knock me out, they leave the West behind. The Ukraine girls make me sing and shout, and Georgia's always on my mama. I actually got Moscow and Ukraine the wrong way around, but you know, whatever.
It's stuck in your head enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, they saved
Fuck
Russia.
off.
Yeah.
Fish cycle.
Whereas they were supposed to do gigs in the Middle East, and it was determined that they would have too much of a negative impact on the youth. Because they genuinely sort of did have a negative impact on the youth everywhere else. People went nuts for the Beatles.
They did, yeah. But they weren't like death metal. They were just
but
really
like
popular.
it was kind of a thing that people just that never really happened before. 4 people have never quite been that well loved by that many people.
Yeah. So well loved that
People go literally insane.
Yeah, one of them was killed, and one of them was shot.
One of them was shot and killed.
One of them wasn't killed though, wasn't he? One of them was attacked.
Yeah. George Harrison was attacked with a knife at some point.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he like kind of
20 Sea King's beards.
What? But yeah, then George Harrison kind of retired from public and then died of cancer.
Boss music as the normal fight music in there.
We are fighting a very crystal version of the fish thing, so...
Yep. It's called Dragonite.
Dagonite.
Oh, Dagonite.
Even Dagonite, even worse.
Yeah. And now it's dead.
Boss over. Yeah, you haven't even fought that version before. And
We don't have a victory jingle anymore.
No. I like to think that it's nothing to do with like trying to make it tense or anything. It's just that they ran out of ideas by now.
It's because we're in the game void that everything makes no sense.
You fought one, now fight three. Very
like that actually kind of makes a bit more sense.
Yeah, it makes more sense than you fought three, now fight one!
I guess. But they were so easy.
It was only easy because
yeah, like it couldn't get a move in.
we preemptive strike.
Yeah.
God.
I guess.
This battle is ours.
Has there ever been a band as popular as the Beatles or close?
Bands have now outsold the Beatles in terms of like live shows, but for ages the Beatles held those records, and they still have like. Actually, isn't Thriller the most purchased album now? So I think Michael Jackson has them on that as well. I think they are coming close to being the first band inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a band and with all their individual members inducted separately. But Ringo hasn't actually been inducted yet. He will be very soon.
Just for the sake of statistics.
Yeah, he definitely will. What else records do they hold? I think Lennon and McCartney are still like the most successful songwriting partnership.
Yeah.
Both McCartney and Starr are worth a shitload of money.
But
there's never been a man like John Lennon before or after.
So has no one ever beaten the Beatles in that sense, really?
What do you mean, like?
In terms of, like, in your opinion, popularity?
Oh, yeah, like, there's never been, and there never will be anything quite like the Beatles, because it was...
The first time.
It was the introduction to rock. So, like, they were the first band to play stadiums and stuff like that. And, like, yeah, now people play stadiums all the time, and it's not that a big a deal, but it was when they did it, and that's the thing. Like, you'll never be famous to the point where you were...
The guy who made Stadium with a gig.
Yeah, and like, yeah, screaming fans are a thing, but if they had the look, then they were novel, and yeah, that'll never happen again, which is actually slightly depressing. You're just like, yeah, they had all the fun, those four guys. Yeah.
Speaking of having all the fun, how you doing, Lee?
For the viewers at home, what he had was slumped in his chair, kind of staring with vague interest at the screen.
I like to think this is how most people play this game.
No one can play this and like be like, yeah, I'm really getting into this fight.
Yeah, sort of leaning forwards, controller in hand. Oh, what he had his controller was kind of hanging slightly to his left.
It's either there or over his back.
Yeah, he does quite a lot of leaning back on his arms and holding the controller behind his head.
Like a guitar solo.
I am a Final Fantasy XIII virtuoso.
Yeah.
And now that's dead.
Right, cool.